point I wanted to tell you is, his wife has nothing to it, he said. Suppose X liters of water is added. After adding X liters of water, if you find the ratio, what is the water, he said? Water is 25%, means wine is how much? 75%. So they are in the ratio of 3:1. Product of the means, 3 sevens are 21 plus 3x is equal to product of the extremities, 63. 3x equal to 42 means x is equal to 14. X is equal to 14 means how many liters of water is added? 14 liters of water is added. Any problem, read once. In the primary data, any data is available to solve directly. Next. In an examination, out of 480 students, in an examination, out of 480 students, 85% of the girls and 70% of the boys passed. How many boys were appeared for the examination? How many boys were appeared for the examination? If the total pass percentage was 75, if the total pass percentage was 75, what is the data given to write down the ratio? Total boys and girls appeared for the examination were 480. Total boys and girls appeared for the examination were 480. 85% of the girls passed. Boys how many? 70% of the boys passed. On an average, what is the pass percentage? 75. 85, 75 difference is 10. 5. 5 is to 10 means 1 is to 2. So boys and girls are in the ratio of 1 is to 2. Total for 3 parts, 480 students were there. What was the question asked? How many boys or girls? How many boys were there means 2 parts value will be equal to how much? 3 parts value is equal to 480 means 2 parts value will be 2 by 3 into 480, that is 320. 320 boys were appeared in the examination. Next. A sum of rupees 2025. A sum of rupees 2025 was divided among 450 children. So that so that each boy gets rupees 5 each boy gets rupees 5 and each girl rupees 3.50. How many girls were there? How many girls were there? How many girls were there? 2025 rupees was divided among 450 children. So that how the division they made? So that each boy was given 5 rupees and each girl was 3 rupee 50 paise. How many boys and how many girls were there? This problem is of which model, you tell me? First problem I told, in a zoo there are some hens and cows. Suppose if I assume that all the 450 children are boys, or 450 children are boys means what is the money that should be given to them according to 5 rupees each? How much? 2250. Okay. Suppose if all the 450 are girls, each girl we are given 3 rupees 50 paise. What is the total money that is to be distributed at 3.50 per head? How much? 15? 19? Tell me what is the value? What is the value? Boys 1575, but the amount distributed was not 2250 or 1575, it is 2025. 2250, 2025, the difference is 225. This and this, the difference is 450. That is 2:1. The boys and girls are in the ratio of 2:1. For 3 parts there were 450 children. What is the question asked? Boys or girls? Girls. So 1 part will be equal to how much? 1/3 into 450. 150 were the number of girls. 150. Next. The average salary of all the employees in a factory. The average salary of all the employees in a factory is rupees 95. The average salary of 15 officers is rupees 525. And of the workers is rupees 85. I repeat, the average salary of All the employees in a factory is rupees 95. The average salary of 15 officers is rupees 525 and of the workers is rupees 85. Find the number of workers or number of employees in the factory. Find the number of employees in the factory. Here the average data is given in the beginning. What we have to take? The average salary of 15 officers is 525 rupees. And that of the workers how much? How many we don't know. That of the workers is 85. But the average salary of all the employees in the factory is 95. So 525 and 95, 430 is the difference. 85 and 95, 10 is the difference. So officers and workers are in the ratio of 1:43. One part is equal to 15 members. If the question is asked like how many workers are there, 43 is equal to how much we'll put. But what is the question asked? How many employees were there means officers and workers put together 44 parts value will be equal to how much? One part is equal to 15 means 44 parts will be equal to how much? The value will be more. More by less into 15. How much? 660 members were there. 660. Next. Three equal glasses are filled with a mixture of milk and water. Three equal glasses are filled with a mixture of milk and water. The proportion of milk to water in each glass is as follows. In the first glass, it is 1:2. In the second as 2:3. And in the third as 3:4. The contents of the three glasses are emptied into a single vessel. The contents of the three glasses are emptied into a single vessel. What is the proportion of milk and water in it? What is the proportion of milk and water in it? How much? Here one point you should not forget. 3 equal glasses, I said. Equal glasses means first what you have to do is you have to decide the capacity of each glass. You cannot take just like that x or something like 10 or 15 or 20. If you are taking one value means that should be divisible by all the values. See here, in the first container totally 3 pots, second container 5 pots, third container 7 pots. Whatever value you are deciding as the capacity, that value should be divisible by 3, 5 and 7. Better take the LCM of 3, 5 and 7, 105. Assume that each glass capacity is 105, 105 and 105 liters. That is the key point in these type of problems. Wherever you take, equal means decide the equal capacity. Now it is easily divisible. In the first glass what happened? This 105 liters are in the ratio of 1:2 means 105 can be divided here easily, is it not? 35 liters and 70 liters. Total for 3 pots 105 means 1 pot 35 liters. In the second vessel 105 divided into 5 pots means each pot is 21 liters, is it not? 21 2s 42 and this is 63. In the third glass 105 divided into 7 pots, 45 and 60. All the 3 glasses are emptied into a single vessel. Emptied into a single vessel means it contains 315 liters. Whatever may be the capacity, we are not bothered. We bother only about the ratio. Now it is very clear how many liters of milk will come, how many liters of water will come. 35 plus 42, 77 plus 45, 122 liters of milk is there. Out of 315, 122 liters milk has gone means what is the water? 5 minus 2, 3, 193 liters water. So if all the 3 glasses are emptied into a single vessel, the ratio of milk and water in that will be 122:193. Usually in the examination the value comes, you can cancel easily. Simply you will get a ratio of 3:4 or 4:1. Here the value is not cancelled. You keep the value as it is, 122:193. Equal means you take the LCM. Next. A mixture of a certain quantity of milk with 8 liters of water is worth rupees 4.50 a liter. If pure milk be worth rupees 5.40 a liter, how much milk is there in the mixture? How much milk is there in the mixture? Pure milk is worth how much? 5.40. Water is 0. Mixer is worth 4.50. This is 0.9. This is 4.5. 5:1. 5:1. 5:1 means 5 parts of milk and 1 part of water. 1 part is equal to how many liters, he said? 8 liters he told, he mentioned in the problem. Mentioned what is the water? 8 liters. 1 part is 8 liters means 5 parts will be equal to how much? Milk quantity asked. It is more by less into 8, that is 40 liters. How much means that is 40 liters. Clear? This is about mixtures. One problem you tell me the answer. Last problem. You know the method, but you tell me the answer. Two identical vessels are filled with alcohol. Two identical vessels are filled with alcohol. From the first vessel, A liters of the solution is taken out. From the first vessel, A liters, A liters of the solution is taken out and replaced with A liters of water. From the resulting mixture, A liters of the mixture is removed and again replaced with A liters of water. The same operation is done in the second vessel. The same operation is done in the second vessel. The same number of times. But the amount of solution removed and replaced with water is 2 A liters. What fraction of the volume of the vessels is A? If the strength of the alcohols in the two vessels finally in the ratio of 25:16. I repeat once again the question. Two identical vessels are filled with alcohol. From the first vessel, A liters of the solution is taken out and replaced with A liters of water. From the resulting mixture, A liters of the mixture is removed and again replaced with A liters of water. The same operation is done in the second vessel the same number of times. But the amount of solution removed and replaced with water is 2A liters. What fraction of the volume of the vessels is A? If the strength of the alcohols in the two vessels finally is in the ratio of 25:16. The same problem I told earlier, but here instead of giving the value I gave a variable. Answer options 1/4, 4/5, 2/3 and 1/6. 1/6 is right. 1/6 is right. Two identical vessels. From this A liters is taken out and replaced with water. A liters is taken out, replaced with water. From this 2A liters is taken out and filled with water, and again 2A liters is taken out and filled with water. He has given the ratio. What is the quantity after two operations here? P into 1 minus x by P whole square is to P into 1 minus 2A by P whole square is equal to, how much he has given? 25:16. P gets cancelled. Taking root on both the sides. Taking root on both the sides, 1 minus A by P is to 1 minus 2A by P is equal to 5:4. Take LCM P. P minus A is to P minus 2A is equal to 5:4. P gets cancelled. Product of the extremes equal to product of the means. 5P minus 10A is equal to 4P minus 4A. P is equal to 6A. A is equal to P by 6. P into 1/6 is A. 1/6. 1/6 of the original amount P. 1/6 of the original amount, that is P. This is about mixtures. Simple topic, but models are different. If you can recognize the problem, it is very easy to do. Okay. 1 minute. How will my mother's brother's only sibling son be related to me? His cousin, isn't it? And no need to draw the flowchart also. Second one, if A is B's father and C is brother, if you want to draw the diagram, you can you can draw like this. A is B's father, B's father is A. Write down like this. Arrow, if you are putting upside, means relation is like this. A is B's father and C's brother. A is C's brother. We don't know about the gender of C. And C is D's son-in-law. C is D's son-in-law. So what relation that you can see here? There are two persons, A and C. Both are male in gender. A and C are brothers. A has a son B, but C's father-in-law is D. Now what he asked in the question, then the following, which of the following is true? B is A's son. B is A's son is correct. Second one, C is B's uncle. C is B's uncle, correct. And then B is C's nephew. B is C's nephew. No. And what is the answer in this? None. 1 and 2, no. So none. 1 and 2 is not there. Next, third option. A's father has a mother K, whose husband is T, and who has a brother M, whose granddaughter is S. What is S to A? What is S to A? S will become cousin of A. Gender of B, yes, it is true. So only 2 follows. We don't know the gender, yes, I thought it was male, but gender is not mentioned, only 2. Second option you can take, second question. Third question is cousin. Fourth question, C's mother says to C. Assume yourself as C and your mother is saying to you. What she is saying? My mother has a son. C's mother is saying that my mother has a son. Means my mother has a son. Whose son is A? My mother has a son means that boy's or girl's uncle, is it not? Uncle has a son. What is A to C means what you can say? Cousin. Whether it is whatever gender may be, cousin. And fifth one, X's father has a son Y who has an aunt Z who has husband K whose father-in-law is M. What could be M to X? Grandfather? Grandfather. Next, what will be the daughter of the woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother be to me? Aunt. How is Kamal's father's mother's only sons, only daughters, brother related to Kamala, given that Kamala is a female? Brother. A woman sees a photograph. These type of problems are important. Seeing a photograph and saying something. A woman sees a photograph of a man and says that this man's sister is my mother-in-law. How is the man in the photograph related to the woman's husband? Uncle? Uncle? What will be my father's daughter-in-law? Father's daughter-in-law's son's wife be to me if both my father and his father have only one child each. Wife. A meets B, who is the father of a son C and a daughter D and no other children. E is the mother of A and the daughter-in-law of B. How is A related to B? Grandchild. So blood relations you can solve. Any campus recruitment you get only one question on blood relations. That question can easily be solved. coding and decoding while attempting, you must be thorough with English alphabets. What is the fifth letter of E? 10th letter, 15th letter, 20th letter, 25th, Y. In reverse, which is the fifth letter? So what you have to do is, while doing coding and decoding, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. 3 plus 3, 6, 9, 10, 13. And then N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Suppose if the coding becomes difficult, if you write in this way, you can easily. Suppose in place of E, sometimes you may take the succeeding letter after E, F. Otherwise, if it takes in place of E, Q means if you want to understand the relation, you may take Q, or you may take R, you may take V, you may take W, you may take U, you may take F means okay, you may take S means. Without any confusion, if you take in these 5 or 6 directions, if you write like this, next question you can easily answer. This way you write in coding and decoding, but here coding and decoding is very simple. 11th question, the first option is the answer. 12th question, indeterminate. Usually how we can write this is, I can climb is coded as 1, 2, 3. I can climb is coded as 1, 2, 3. You can climb. You can climb is coded as 1, 2, 5. He can swim is coded as. He can swim is coded as 2, 6, 7. And then how is he can swim? Same thing he has given, is it not? Question is wrong, indeterminate. Usually how these problems will be solved, see here. First, what is common in these two you take? Climb is common. So round off climb and climb. So what is common here? 1 and 1 you can round off. Can is also common. Can is rounded off. The common 2 and rounded off. So I stands for 3 here. U stands for 5 here. And is there anything common in first and third or second and third? Can is already rounded off. So if anything is common, you can round here and here, you can take. Only common values you can take and remaining values you can take directly here. So here indeterminate is the answer. The question is wrong. And coming to the 13th, second option. 14th also, third option. 15, first option. 16, first option. In this way you solve. 17 is indeterminate. I am fine is coded as 1, 2, 3. I am fine is coded as 1, 2, 3. He is fine. He is fine is coded as 3, 4, 5. I am thankful is coded as 1, 2, 7. I am thankful is coded as 1, 2, 7. Means, now see here, first and second, fine is common. So 3 is common, you round off. I and I is common here. 1 and 1 is rounded off. Am and am is common here. 2 and 2 is rounded off. So he stands for 4. E stands for 5. Thankful stands for 7. So what he asked in the question, fine is thankful coded as. Fine is thankful coded as. Fine is what the value? 3, 4, 7. Fine is coded as 7. 3, 4, 7. So third option. And 18th, first option. 19th, third option. 20, second option. And coming to the number series. Number series is important. First 3, 4 examples were given. Examples will leave out. See the question. Always number series means 1, 23, 24, 50, 153. What is the next value? When you are observing, it is increasing in a multiplication way, is it not? 53 is 150 plus 3, 153. 24 2s are 48 plus 2. Into 2 plus 2, into 3 plus 3, into 1 plus 1. Tally. So the next answer should be 153 fours plus 4. So the answer should be 616. 22nd, 5, 11, 35, 143. What is the next value? How much answer? 719. What is the rule? 5 2s are 10 plus 1, 11. 11 3s are 33 plus 2, 35. 35 4s are 140 plus 3. 143 5s plus 4. The value comes 719. Next question. 5, 7, 12, 20 can do a piece of work in 8 days. A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days. And A alone in 24 days. How long B alone takes to do the same work? How long B alone takes to do the same work? If 2 individual works are given and the combined work is asked, the direct formula is AB by A plus B. If the combined work is given, one individual work is given and second individual work is asked, means formula is AB by A minus B. A minus B means higher value minus lower value. A minus B means higher value minus lower value. 8 days into 24 days by 24 minus 8 is 16. 8 2s, 2 12s. So B can do the same piece of work in 12 days. Isn't it? B can do the same piece of work in 12 days. Otherwise, our ratio method, A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days and A alone in 24 days. Means whatever work that A and B will do in 8 days, the same work will be completed by A in 24 days. When the work is constant, number of days ratio is 1:3 means the capacities ratio will become 3:1. A and B are working with three capacities. A is working with one capacity. Therefore, the capacity of B is 2. Working with three capacities, they require 8 days because A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days. In how many days B can do means working with two capacities, how many days are required? Since the capacity is reduced, the number of days required will be more. More by less into 8, 2 4s. 3 into 4, 12 days. Otherwise, our method, A and B can do a piece of work in 8 days, A alone in 24 days. In how many days B alone can do? To decide the work into some units, what we are doing is we are taking the LCM of 8 and 24. 24. The total work is considered to be 24 units. A and B, 3 units per day. A, 1 unit per day. From the work of A and B, subtract the work of A, B will do 2 units. In order to complete 2 units, 1 day is required for B. In order to complete the total work, that is 24 units, how many days are required? More number of days are required. More by less into 1, that is 12 days. 12 days. Right? Next. A, B and C. A, B and C can do a piece of work. A, B and C can do a piece of work in 6, 9 and 18 days respectively. How long they three together takes to do the entire work? How long they three together takes to do the entire work? If 2 persons individual work is given, combined work is asked means AB by A plus B. 3 individual works are given and combined work is asked means ABC by AB plus BC plus CA, not A plus B plus C. Again here this formula will become lengthy. A can do in 6 days, 9 days and 18 days by AB means 6 9s are 54 plus BC means 18 9s are 162. CA means 6 18s are 108. That is 6 into 9 into 18 by 324. 18 18s, 9 2s, 2 3s. So A, B and C together can do the work in 3 days. You see the comfort in this method. A can do a piece of work in 6 days, B in 9 days, C in 18 days. How long A, B and C together takes to do the entire work? How long A, B and C together takes to do the entire work? What is the LCM of 6, 9 and 18? 18. Total work is considered to be 18 units. A, 3 units. B, 2 units. C, all the 3. To do 6 units, 1 day is required. To do the total work, that is 18 units, how many days are required? More number of days are required. More by less into 1, that is 3 days. Now you tell me which is comfortable. This method is comfortable. First problem I told all the 4 methods. Second problem we have taken only 3 methods. Third problem we are confined only to 2 methods. From 4th problem onwards, based on the problem we go with only 1 method. That is better. Okay, write down. A can do a piece of work. A can do a piece of work in 15 days. A can do a piece of work in 15 days, which B can do in 20 days respectively. A can do a piece of work in 15 days, which B can do in 20 days respectively. They both worked together. They both worked together for 3 days, and then A left, and then A leaves, and then A leaves. How long will B take? How long will B take to complete the remaining work? How long will B take to complete the remaining work? What is the primary data that is available? A can do a piece of work in 15 days and B in 20 days. This is the fundamental data. Once this data is available, you check up whether you can find the LCM or not. In main, whether you can decide the work into units or not. You can decide here, is it not? What is the LCM of 15 and 20? 60. Total work is considered to be 60 units. A will do how many units per day? 4. B? 3. In 1 day, A plus B will do how many units? 7 units. How many days they both worked together? Therefore, in 3 days, A plus B will do how many units? 21 units. After completing 21 units, what happened? A left. The remaining work. What is the remaining work? 39. Who has to do? A left, so B has to do. Now B, for doing 3 units, 1 day is required. For doing 3 units, 1 day is required. For doing the remaining work means for doing 39 units, how many days are required? 39 by 3 into 1, that is 13 days. Now you tell me where we got fractions here. If you take the fractions, then only solving will become difficult. Once you read the problem, straight away put the units, you go along with the problem can be solved. This is the best method available where you can decide the LCM. Okay, next. A and B can do a piece of work in 10 days. A and B can do a piece of work in 10 days. B and C in 15 days. And C and A in 20 days respectively. A and B can do a piece of work in 10 days, B and C in 15 days, and C and A in 20 days respectively. How long C alone takes to do the entire work? How long C alone takes to do the entire work? See here, even you see the book, it will be for one page. But how we are taking, you see, just a simple oral problem like we are doing. A and B, B and C, C and A work is given where you can decide the LCM. What is the LCM here? 60. Total work is considered to be 60 units. A and B are doing how many units? B and C, C and A. Now you tell me, who is doing 13 units? 6 plus 4, 10 plus 3, 13 units. Who is doing 13 units? When you are adding the work units on the right hand side, you must add who is working on the left hand side. A plus B plus B plus C plus C plus A. That is twice of A plus B plus C are doing 13 units. Twice of A plus B plus C are doing 13 units means A plus B plus C are doing how many units? 6.5 units. Now, from the work of A plus B plus C, if you subtract the work of A plus B, whose work you will get? C's work. A plus B plus C are doing 6.5 units. A plus B are doing 6 units. Therefore, work of C per day will be 0.5 units. If you want to find out the individual A work or B work or C work, same method can be done. From the work of A plus B plus C, subtract B plus C, you will get A work. So, 0.5 units completing in one day by C. Total work means 60 units he will complete in how many days? More number of days are required. So, more by less into 1. More number of days are required means more by less into 1. One decimal is shifted right side means add 1 0. 600 by 5 means 120 days. C can do the work in 120 days. Whatever may be the difficulty of the problem, Whatever may be the standard of the problem, if you can understand the problem, that is number one, and if you can decide the work into units, that is number two. These two, if you do perfectly, any problem can be solved. Right? We'll take a little bit higher standard than this. Next problem. A can do a piece of work in 120 days. A can do a piece of work in 120 days and B in 150 days respectively. A can do a piece of work in 120 days and B in 150 days respectively. They both worked together for 20 days. They both worked together for 20 days and then B left. A continues the work alone for 12 more days. Then C joined A. And the remaining work was completed. In 48 days more. If the total work is entrusted to C alone, if the total work is entrusted to C alone, how long he would take to do it? How long he would take to do it? See here, first read the problem. The work is completed stage wise. First A and B started the work. They worked for 20 days. B left, but A continuing the work. He continued for 12 more days. Then C joined. After the joining of C, A and C both worked, isn't it? They both completed the remaining work in how many days? 48 days. Instead of all this headache, if the total work is given to C alone, how long he would take to do it? First what you do is, write down the data, fundamental data. A can do